the sun is set, there's still plenty of light in the stadium for this prime time contest. We've waited all day for this one, haven't we, Brock? It's time. I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Hewitt up here in the booth. And here we are, Brock, final week of the preseason. One last tune-up for stars and starters. And, of course, the game where a lot of these great camp stories will clinch a spot on that Week 1 roster.
And I never tire of these great camp stories. And they come from all different backgrounds. Some are undrafted guys, some are vets with a restart on their career. But they use preseason, this game in particular, to springboard some momentum into the regular season.
The ball is teed up, kicking team looks ready. And here we go from Toronto. Returnable from near the end zone. And he'll break the 15, but not get much further. Tough field position to start this one out. So here comes for their opening drive. And they'll be let out by someone that we'll get a look at here, this second-year passer.
Simply put, there's not a throw on the field he's not capable of making. His arm can reach every blade of grass, which as a defender is an absolute pain to have to worry about down in and down out. And as an offense, it energizes you for the possibility of a big play at any time. Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
All in left side. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. They'll pause now for an injured player. Regular season just 1 week away. You don't want to see anybody get hurt here. Hopefully something minor as the medical team works on it. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You're not going to last long. Don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Play action on first down. Big catch made, and he got both feet in. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. They're going play action. Finds him on the crossing route. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 27 on the play. And that's good for a first down. Throwing off the play fake here. He beams one deep right side. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up. Looking to the air here. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Return starts from the goal. And he only gets to around the 15 before being brought down. It's ready for their first possession. And leading the way is their fourth-year QB.
And he doesn't shy away from that spotlight. You can't in this league. If you're back, all eyes are looking at you. When your team needs you in a crucial spot or a down-to-the-wire contest, you've got to be the one who's got that steady hand to drive your team to success.
Caught by his fullback behind the line. And he's taken down here at the 16-yard line.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Straight ahead, it's Brown. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play. He manages a gain of 8 there. And first down. Here's Brown again. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. We've got 5, and now it's going to be 3rd down and 3. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. He has the first over the middle. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Give him 8 yards on the play. And first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Brown on the inside give. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. They'll pause now for an injured player. Regular season just 1 week away. You don't want to see anybody get hurt here. Hopefully something minor as the medical team works on it. 2nd down now, 7 to go. They'll run again with Brown. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense. Now hang on, we do have to stop here for something that nobody wants to see a week before the season. We've got an injured player there, and it's somebody they can ill afford to lose. Throwing on 3rd and long. He puts everything behind this one. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done, incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And now a 4th down staring right at him. Punting unit out. Brings it in at the 12. And he'll scrape together what he can on the return. He gets it back to the 20. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. Set to go on offense. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun here. Has him on the quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
A give up the middle to Evans. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. It's a gain of 5, and he's just short, so that's 3rd and less than a yard. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Got Evans, it's complete. A 1-yard gain on the play, and that's good for 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down, and nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And this run is stopped after getting up past the 35. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the gun, a carry by Evans. And he'll get it up to the 44. That one gains 7. And that's good for a 1st down.
That's a run that you'll take the result on. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you'd really break the backs of the defense. Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. But one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brown, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And this one did hit at the 8, but took a big bounce and finished its journey in the end zone for a touchback. Headed out for their second drive of the game. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. Going with Brown on the ground. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. From the 27. That one way too far up there. They can't connect.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
Not on the same page with his tight end. And that'll bring up 4th and 3.
You know, it's fascinating how those routes you run so many times in practice become a whole lot more difficult in the actual game. That was an important 3rd and short to convert. Very surprised to see that play fail.
Takes it in at the 26. And some nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. Nice 12-yard pickup on the return. And it's going to be their football coming up. Good starting field position. 1st and 10. Evans straight ahead. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up. Staying ground with Evans. And this run doesn't have the juice of that last one. He's stopped at the line. Looks like no gain on 2nd down, and that leads us to 3rd and 6. Here's a throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. A quick 3 plays, Brock, and we have arrived at 4th down just like that as he comes through with some contact to break up what looked like a catch.
Now, guess what, Kate? These guys aren't getting paid by the down defensively. They want to get themselves off the field in as few snaps as possible, and there was no way they were letting this drive extend beyond a 3 and out.
Their offense out there. And they're hoping they can keep the punter off the field this time around, Brock, after he's been called upon each of their first 2 possessions. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Brown. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. That was the rookie from Nebraska who got him down. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Brown on the carry. And he's tackled for a short gain. Call it no gain, maybe 1 at best on that play. That leaves him with 3rd and 2. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the 1st. They give it to him again. It is charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards. Only a solitary field goal so far is worth 3-0 is our score. Back and ready now for the 2nd quarter. They've got 2nd and 7 to start. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Now looking to throw. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
I'll tell you this, Kate, they doubled him knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. That's doing your homework. A bit surprising QB still threw it in that direction with how well the defense had that one covered.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. Begins his return at the 16. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Big kick on that one, 62 yards. And they're going to take over possession. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Nothing gained or lost on that run, and now it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and throw it here. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. He's got it at the 24. And he's brought down before the return gets far. It's a 61-yard punt that time. And over. It's making their return to the field. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback and as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Running it after the penalty. And he'll get it up to the 44.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And it's a nice game, but they needed just one more yard to move the chains. Give him 4 on that run. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Quick pass, right side, complete. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the 1st down.
A give now to Brown. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Come on now. Was there any doubt who they were going to go to right there? That was always going to be a run play. And no problem converting on 4th.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
I'm not sure that deficit's going anywhere anytime soon. If anything, this is a defense that sees their offense creating not a ton of separation on the board, knowing they've got to shoulder the load. And sacks like that go a long ways towards doing it.
Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Trying again following the sack. Gets it to him on the screen. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break off something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. Great defensive effort to reject that one. And that brings up 4th and long. On now comes their punter. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Your now. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. They motion the tight end over. That's going to be caught by Evans. And he's brought down for a loss.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets him back behind the sticks.
And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Throwing from the gun. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that's just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
Into punt formation. He's been hitting it well so far. This is another big one. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. On the ground, Brown. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset?
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on a broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. They go play action on first. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Back-to-back big plays have them all set up. 1st and goal here. From the red zone now. The back's got it. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. It's 2nd and goal. He's going to throw this one. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down. Brown. And he could not get there. They stop him right at the line. No gain on the run, and how about this? It brings up 4th and goal from the 1.
Well, this defense simply outplayed the offense here on these first 3 downs. And now they put this offense in the unenviable position of deciding what to do on 4th and goal.
3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. Oh, they'll try and run it in. And he gets in. To take a 2nd quarter lead. Well, they took a gamble, and it paid off with a touchdown on 4th and goal.
And to do it on the ground at that's a confidence builder. Confidence builder for the big guys up front. Confidence builder for the running back to win at the line of scrimmage. And frankly, Kate, a confidence builder for this fan base that loves coaches being aggressive and going for it on 4th down.
Down the middle. Take a 4-point lead. Kick team out there as they send it away. Returning it from the 4. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Their offense back out for another series. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Now a give to Evans. Makes a cut to the right sideline. And they can't chop to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Give him 24 on that play. And that's good for a 1st down. Into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45. First down, and they go right back to him. And he's going to get him up to the midfield stripe with that run. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Throwing now, off play action. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete. That one firmly denied by the man in coverage. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. From midfield now. Brought in along the sideline. Just need an official ruling. And they say catch. Great play. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
They go play action here. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home that sack.
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. And that one's incomplete. Looking for the back that time. So they're left facing 3rd and long. He'll throw it. Throwing deep for the end zone. And they really went for it on but the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down.
Well, you got to have a short memory. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And they get to this one inside the 10. Looks like they stopped it right at the 9-yard line. Running back, headed back out for a new series. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Completed over the middle. And he'll get this up to the 18-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. To throw here on 1st down. Short pass brought in. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. 2nd and 3 now. From the 38. He throws a bullet deep. That's grabbed inside the 30. He does it. Touchdown. Their lead just before halftime. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
That one splits the uprights. Lead to 11. It's kick team out there as they send it away. This return starts at the 5. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. The offense taking over late in the half. And down a couple of scores, Brock. They probably try to get this into field goal range to trim that lead before halftime. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Back to throw now. Hits him on the out route.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there. From
the 31. Catch made over the middle. And And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. They'll pause now for an injured player. Regular season just 1 week away. You don't want to see anybody get hurt here. Hopefully something minor as the medical team works on it. Pass play on 1st and 10. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Prior to 1st down, they decide to call a timeout. He'll throw it yet again. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. They'll throw it again. Passing struggles, bleeding over from that last play. He's forced to get rid of this one. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. They're throwing it. That's caught for the 1st. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. Now the offense going to take its 3rd and final timeout. The vet in his 14th season, still knocking him through. And that brings the deficit back within a score, 8 points.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Fielded just shy of the end zone. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down. Quick kneel down, and the final few seconds are going to elapse here in our 1st half. So that's halftime now. Lead here in Toronto. Now from our neighbors to the north, we'll head back to the U.S. in Orlando. Report with Jonathan Coachman coming up.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. This, the final game on the preseason schedule for these two teams. After this comes final cut downs, and then we get started for real. The countdown is on. Game on the Thursday after Labor Day.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the 3rd quarter. Returnable from the 1. He'll have a long field ahead of him, partners. He's wrapped up shy of the 15. Their offense and this running back to the field. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Brown on the inside give. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it. They'll pause now for an injured player. Regular season just 1 week away. You don't want to see anybody get hurt here. Hopefully something minor as the medical team works on it. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Looking for a throw here. He has the 1st over the middle. And they take him down at the 24-yard line. A 5-yard gain on the play. And 1st down. Looking for a target. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Here's a give up the middle. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
And he has him a small chunk of yards up to the 42. He picks up 8 on the run, and now they're going to have 3rd and 4. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. That one ends up a gain of 6. First down. Back now, pressure on its way. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands, but he dropped it. It's incomplete. Second down coming up. Pass play now. Along the sideline, Brown brings it in. Ooh, play didn't develop like he needed. He goes out behind the line. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Pass play coming here. Sideline throw is incomplete. Should have been intercepted in all reality. Instead, 4th down coming up.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
They'll bring out the punter here. Getting about 50 yards of boots so far, and here's another quality effort. And that hit at the 5, but got the bounce it needed to reach the end zone for a touchback. Take the field. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Got Evans, it's complete. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's good for a first down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
They're set up at the 35 now. Give to Evans from the gun. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
The screen pass falls incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered Kate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Their punter making his way out now. Averaging a little under 50 a kick so far, Brock, as he gets away another one. He fields this at the 18. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. From the gun, a gift to Brown. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6. Here's Brown again. And he takes this across. Nope, beg your pardon. They're going to spot him right at the 35-yard line. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Throwing with a blitz on the way. And he has it near the sideline and near the marker. But they're going to say he's out of bounds. Nearly a big play on 3rd, but now 4th down. Punting unit out. And he's been getting all of it every time out. This is away, and once again, he's caught all of it. And he's brought down before the return gets far. New series coming up following the punt. Set to go on offense. This offense getting all set for this series. And they'll try for better results this time around, Brock, after they had to punt it away last time out. From the gun, a carry by Evans. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. Back to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Well, a tight end that moves the chains on third down, that's a QB's best friend.
Play action on first down. That one's cut along the left sideline. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that's good for a first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
They go play action on first. Has it downfield, working the left. And he's down. Shrinking the lead some in the third. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
They want to run it across. And in a tight game, they turn to the run, and it rewards them with 2. We're all tied up. But we all knew extra point was doing nobody any good there. Got to go for 2 in the tie. They do. They get it. And just like that, we're all squared up here in the second half.
Squared up, brand new ball game, even Steven. Who is Steven? Do you know who Steven is?
That's a good question. No, go ahead. Go ahead, though. You take it.
I don't know who Steven is, and I don't really care because it's a whole new game with both teams totally alive.
Starting from the 5. A poor return there. He only gets to the 15 before he's tackled. It's all set to go. It's all squared up again following that touchdown, partner, so some added importance on this series. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Back to throw. He'll get this one to Brown. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22.
You know, as any quarterback is going to tell you, that's one of the most difficult things to do, knowing you're going to get blasted. That defender's coming right at you, but you got to throw an accurate ball. It does 2 things. Number 1, it strikes fear in the defense, and number 2, you gain respect of your teammates.
It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the first down. Throwing off the play fake here. It's caught, Warren. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Has a man, it's Brown. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
He takes this ahead to the 40-yard line before going down. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. So now they're going to have to figure out this 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. He manages a gain of 8 there. And first down. We're still tied through 3 here. Neither defense has given an inch in this one. It's still a tie ball game, 14 points apiece as we get ready for the 4th. First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Handoff now out of the gun. And he's going to have this one down to the 43 on a good run. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1. Back-to-back carries here. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
Here's a handoff up the gut. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
The only thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
First throw for the backup now. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark, really, from the first snap through this second half. There have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered, and that's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
This lands deep into the end zone. We're picking things up with the 20 after the touchback. Now outruns their offense to take over. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. Got home, they dropped him! And that pushes them back, 3rd down coming up.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the first down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
Nickel for this 3rd down call. Dropping back to throw. That's to the sideline. It's a catch by Williams. And he's going to step out a yard or two short of the 30.
That's pretty impressive, Kate. I mean, to have the awareness, the body control to not just secure the ball, but to keep both feet down on the sideline.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. Fair catch made a little beyond the 20-yard line. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And it'll be their football. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later, for that next 3rd down coming.
They go play action here. Dump off caught by his back. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Handoff on 2nd and short. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. This one goes for 3 yards. And 1st down. They'll throw it. Dumped off to his running back. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
You know, you compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is the completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, a big reason is just completions like that. Utilizing every one of your eligible receivers that time, a running back in the flat. Hey, range? Range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they finally That is a big gain and a new set of downs. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play, and that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Working quickly here. From the red zone now. Escapes the pocket. He's going to keep it this time. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have first and goal.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
To the edge of the end zone. Oh, it's incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. So now it'll be second and goal. They'll send him up the middle. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Offense in the hurry up here. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back into rhythm.
Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And they take the lead in the fourth quarter.
Well, I tell you what, you get to this time of the game, you've got to have that reliable kicker on the sideline to turn things over to. That's the definition of clutch right there as they take the lead.
Kickoff taken at the 3. They get to him before that return can amount to much, just beyond the 15-yard line. This offense ready to get going again now. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down. He's dropping back to throw. That's complete to the sideline. Not a ton of room, but he does get the feet down.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
How many times, Kate, we sit in these meetings and the coaches will tell us the same thing. We win this game. We win these situations Monday to Saturday. That was awesome. That was short yardage recognition of that run, and they demolished it.
Punt team on the field. And they could really use a good one here. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. Signals for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 27. No return on that punt. And over. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he'll get it up to the 44. They'll pause now for an injured player. Regular season just 1 week away. You don't want to see anybody get hurt here. Hopefully something minor as the medical team works on it. A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. They send a receiver in motion right. They'll run here on first down. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Tried to mix in a little wide receiver carry and catch this defense on its heels. We've seen it work time and again, and it almost got there. Without that tackle, we could have seen a big gainer. But give some credit to the defense where credit is due.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. And this isn't resolved quite yet as he goes out. We've got a flag down. Looks like it's going to be on the offense. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Running it after the penalty. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Brought down back at the 31-yard line.
So a really tough spot here. This is 3rd and a country mile. He's back to throw. He's on the move. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A gain of 6 yards.
On now comes their punter. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. That's taken at the 15. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. They'll pause now for an injured player. Regular season just 1 week away. You don't want to see anybody get hurt here. Hopefully something minor as the medical team works on it. All right, one more snap before the 2-minute warning. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Setting up to pass. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. He's got it at the 30. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
49-yard gain on the
You know, Kay, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Here he is to throw. Complete out to the right. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
He's got a man left. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps.
And that's a touchdown. The catch is made, and they lead just before the end of this game. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
A chance to take their lead beyond a field goal on this point after. And it's good, so they take the lead, and the extra point buys them some breathing room. A field goal does not tie it now. Lined up, and they will kick this away. This return starts at the 5. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful return. Their offense returning to the field for another possession. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. He'll look to throw it. And he missed over the middle there. Lucky that one didn't end up worse. That's swatted away, incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Back to throw. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up. Tight end going in motion here. Now to throw. Trying to push it deep downfield. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. Could not beat the defender there. So that brings up 4th and long. To throw. He connects downfield on 4. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. They'll throw it again. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. They connect on the deep shot. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minutes.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them, and Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
Pretty important Brock to make it a field goal game. And he shakes out the pressure to nail the point after, and now an opposing field goal would only tie this game. Out there as they send it away. Returnable from the 2. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They'll throw to begin this drive. Trying to push it deep downfield. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So this is a win. And this victory is going to give them a nice shot at confidence as they work through the next couple of weeks and prepare for things that count coming up in week 1. And with Brock Ewart and I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. As winners, as we say so long from Toronto.